This is Crystal Mage. This is Crystal. Oh. It's been a while, but this is Crystal Mage Arthur. Here to bring you my Elden Ring playthrough. For this one, we're going to do a mage. I know it's usual considering every other character in my Dark Souls playthroughs. No. There we go. Gives us the stock. Sandra's a good name. Choose the seed. It's pretty much the best, if not the best, starting gift that you'll pick for your character. Now, you can find them easily enough just by playing through. But it's better to get a head start. With one gold seed, we get an extra flask. Yep. Start the game with this character. I'm going to try at least doing a different spell for each main boss. Unless it's Rykard, in which case we're just going to Serpent Hunter him. Now we can write things. Open the door. And yeah, this is the PS4 version on PS5. Which I have not played through enough to get any achievements. So if you're wondering why there's achievement dings, here you go. It looks remarkably nice for PS4 version. Feels quite a bit smoother than the PS5 version. We're gonna ignore the tutorial boss. Okay, it's not a tutorial boss. It's more of just obligatory death obstacle. You can't beat it, but you'll die anyways afterwards. Also, we'll come back here at some point. Not really an issue. Okay, we got dragged here. How long have I been laying there? Ooh, horse. Yak thing, whatever the hell it is.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
I found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
Magic gimmick artifact.
Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Oh, wait, MacGuffin. So now we're gonna wake up. Alright, come on. Get your ass up. Crimson is Cerulean. Red for health bar and blue for your mana. For lack of a better term. Yeah, after a earlier patch, Now the game's gonna basically say, go to the tutorial. Because everyone missed it, or a lot of people missed it. Minor fall damage, but it's basically a prompt for your flask. So, bonfire, but different. But not really. Charge. And thanks to another patch, if you have like a golden seed or a sacred tier, the game will let you know when you go into the flask section of the Site of Grace menu. Dead. And sorcery. Yeah, Magic Glove Blade is slow, but it can help against enemies that dodge. Because they'll dodge as soon as they see you casting something. Well, they'll see your hand making a casting motion. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. That's strong attack. Backstab. Yes, I am ready. And jumping. Not like that shitty Dark Souls 1 through 3 jump. One more should do it. Huh. I was hoping to buy would fall down, but... Okay, there it is. And you can two hands with left-handed shit. See? Now we're two-handing our staff. It doesn't provide any benefits, just so that way we can do it. If you want to. And here's weapon skill. In this case, Impaling Frost. Very useful for breaking enemy stances. Wherever you're fighting, you're never gonna find. Because you're gonna be dead. Now let's use the grass to hide from this enemy. Even our footsteps should have alerted, but again, they're all zombies. So they don't know what we're doing. And what they're doing, but... Yep, stairs breaking. You'll be able to get all the tutorial shit in your inventory. In fact, let's press our options, go to inventory. See? Tutorial shit. Since it's a weak-ass enemy, a ship or poise. So, one heavy hit or jump attack will stance break it. And basically with Snake in America, no run back. Except for the few areas that don't have those. but the runbacks aren't that bad. Ish. And tutorial boss time! Yeah, it's a random mook. Yeah, we're not doing that. Sorry, Godric. We have to do it. So that gives us all 600 runes, which can be useful for the merchant we'll find soon. Gesture. This is where you get the starting golden seed. In fact, you can find gold seeds near these little branches. And from certain enemies. Rest of the side race. This is an actual dungeon, but it's also got a tutorial. Well, the tutorial area attached to it. This is technically a hero's grave. It's a more challenging dungeon. It's not like a legacy dungeon, but it's very challenging, comparatively speaking. Especially this one, considering how early we are in the game. So all we need is like 2 stone sword keys, and we'd be able to go there, but there's poison. And chariots that will murder you real easily. Especially with our vigor being this low. Jump. Jump. Now we may taste grass. Okay, touch grass. So our next milestone is touch 3 sites of grace. Well, outside of this area. The tutorial, so. There's one. Ignore the golden horseman. You will wreck your shit. Unless you're starting out as like a samurai or vagabond. Because they start with weapons that allow you to stance break shit. Well, the weapon arts will allow you to. Follow the grace and it will take you to where you need to go. But don't always do that. Our objective, go over here. 1, we'll find a map fragment, which will reveal to us what this area is. And 2, we'll get access to the level up lady, who will give us the power to level up at every set of grace. She's actually the most decent level up lady in the game. Well, through the games. Which is kind of nice and kind of not. Nice because, oh hey, I don't have to warp to a specific area just to level up. But not nice because, oh, she's just do your own thing, / it makes you feel more alone. We do get a hub area though. But you have to reach it through several specific ways. Well, one of several specific ways. One way is fighting the boss guarding Stormvale Castle and resting at a site of grace after your fight. Either you... The boss guarding Stormvale Castle, if you kill him or get killed by him, then rest at a site of grace, you'll be taken to the Round Table Hold by the level up lady. It's not negotiable. You have to go there once the affirmation happens. Also, if you rest at a site of grace outside of Limgrave that isn't in a little dungeon, then you'll have to go to the Round Table Hold. You'll see what I mean when we get there. But let's talk to this totally not asshole-ish man.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands
I
between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have.
Where else? Why else would I be here?
It? Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance,
Don't need to call me out.
without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity.
I mean, most of us will die in obscurity. Let's talk to him again.
You, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me. Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
Totally not ominous.
Grace's guide to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted.
The easiest one.
It's time you set off to castles if you see.
We're not going there immediately. Why? Because we have shit for vigor. Yeah, we've got not even 500 HP. So we're going to try getting vigor to 25 before touching intelligence. As for strength and dex, we'll deal with that as we go. Grab this. Now we can summon people. First, just go this way, go this way. Do not want to get wrecked by a horseman. Roll over the skulls to get the runes inside. They never give anything more than a golden rune one. Kind of lame, but, you know. Grab the golden rune 2 over there. Touch Grace. Yeah, the only areas you can't travel between Graces are dungeons that you haven't beaten the boss in the area. In fact, I'll show you an example real soon. This will become obsolete real fucking fast.
You're tarnished.
Talk to this Santa guy.
And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase?
You haven't done anything to me. Why would I be after your throat?
I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
Yeah, we'll be his people throughout the game. Unfortunately, they're not as talkative as him. Basically, just talk to them, buy their shit, and leave. And never talk to them again. Unless it's Kale. In which case, you can talk to him again. Let's just sell our runes. Now he gives a recommendation of what to buy, so...
You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important thing is that you survive. Every customer counts, after all.
Grab the crafting kit. And these 2 notes. They can often lead you to useful things. Or useful trivia about enemies' weak points. Let's buy these 2. And the crackpot. We'll come back for these cookbooks later.
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. I'm glad you took my warning to heart. You've made an excellent choice.
Go this way and kill everything here. That's 1. And 2. Yeah, boars are one of the few animals that will attack you. So just kill them. Unless they leave you alone. Backstab! Grab the kukri. They do decent-ish damage. This is what I'm going to show y'all. The dungeon. Oh, a cave, technically. Now, see that little icon near our stamina bar? Means we can't warp out of here. Until we beat the boss. Oh, dark. Jesus. Actually dark compared to, like, other games. Not well as intended, but that works too. Grab the moss. Useful for crafting poison boluses. Oh, neutralizing boluses. Basically cures poison. Which is hazardous in the beginning of the game. Nothing over here that we've forgotten. Grab the cracked pot, which I didn't even notice was here in my first playthrough of the game. And dead. Just grab everything. And boss time. It's a random enemy you'll see later in the game. Much later. There's also a dank boss variant of it. But one just tosses blades at you. Gotcha! And one more riposte. Dead. You're only here for the flame drain talisman and the cracked pot. It doesn't automatically warp you back to the start, unfortunately. But this will. Okay. So, the things we're gonna need as we progress. One is over this way. Well, two things. One is the map fragment, and the other is a whetstone blade. You'll see why we need the whetstone blade soon. First, let's just kill all these bastards. Yo, I love thrusting swords now. Mostly because the assault just allows me to stun lock shit. That's 3. Now, we're not going to rush straight forward because... Let me show y'all. See that enemy over there? He has a horde. And if he sees us, he'll blow it and alert everyone else. And that's not good. So, just sneak around. Not what I was hoping for. Sneak around, don't alert the big armored guy. And here's our whetstone blade. Yeah, this game gives us a new gimmick, which is iterated from Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 weapons had their own skills, but you couldn't change them. Now you can. Unless it's a weapon that's special. And you can't change those. Well, their skills. Also, now we can get our weapons new skills, but we can change our affinities. Attack affinity, boost, attribute scaling. So yeah, particular Western knives allow you to give your weapons different affinities, regardless of the initial affinity the Ash of War has. For example, you have a quality scaling Ash of War. If you get, say, the Whetstone from Stormvale Castle, you'll be able to apply like strength scaling to your weapon, regardless of the whole initial quality scaling of the Ash of War. Okay, supporting Storm Stop is quality scaling. Storm Stop, move. Quality scales with strength and dex. Heavy is strength. Keen is dex. Fire scales with strength but gives you fire damage. Lightning scales with dex but gives you lightning damage. Cold scales with intelligence and dex but gives you a little magic damage and the ability to feel to inflict frostbite, which, when applied, does a chunk of the enemy's health plus reduces their defense. There's a bunch of affinities in Ash of War. You'll see as we progress through the game what you can do for your weapons. Now, just grab the first greatsword you'll get in game. And it's the only one of its type. Enemies that have the horse or greatsword will not drop it. Unfortunately. And let's just touch the side of grace. And rest in it. Now it's dark and level up lady time.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog. I am Melina.
Hi, lovely.
I offer you an accord.
A car? Awesome. Oh, not that kind of accord.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens? They serve
Yes?
the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished.
Was that where I got that
But you,
white figure from?
I am afraid, are
Oh.
maidenless. I can
Please
play
don't
the
rub it in.
role of maiden,
Yay!
turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring.
Yay.
You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree. Then it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Now we can ride our horse.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you.
Yay, me!
Treat him with respect.
I'm not gonna heal him with fruits. Look, if you play through the game once, you'll realize horseback combat is not worth it. It's not bad, but it's not good. It's mostly just for distance closing and jumping.
Shall I turn your
Now let's level up.
runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
Here's my 3 levels. 3 levels. See, she basically just fucks off after you stop talking to her. Which is why it's a good and a bad thing for her role. Because in Dark Souls 2, 3, and Demon Souls, they're just fixed in one area and you have to constantly go to level up. It builds a sense of maybe a little bond between you and them. Ish. But at the same time, you have to go to a specific place to level up. Meanwhile, with this game and Dark Souls 1, no. The game's basically telling you put your horse thing in the pouch. Well, horse whistle. Go, magic horse! Press X to double jump. Oh, X after you've jumped. Flails are shit, I'm sorry. But it's the earliest form of strike damage you'll get. For now. Now let's check our little notes. We'll do the flask first. Then unlock our sorcery teacher. And ideally end the video at getting our first sorcery scroll. Now I won't warn you, there is a boss patrolling the highway bridge. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Because we're going to be using our thrusting sword instead of our spells. Oh, our spell. I'm sorry. I forgot I only had one. These bosses are a lot easier when you're doing weapons or melee spells. Ignore the scarab. Oh no. And, yep, got it. Okay. Now, you know about kill the horse? So that way you can critical the guy? Oh no. Shit. Okay, you can do this. And we whiffed hard. Alright, just keep him on the bridge. So that way we don't get any more enemies in the mix. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Oh shit. There we go, got him! First boss we've actually killed in Limgrave. Grab the Smithstone over here. And there's your Ash of War for being the Knights Cavalry. They have interesting things. Two of them give, like, weapons. There's a duo Knights Cavalry fight later on that gives you the armor set. But the rest mostly give, like, random Ashes of War. One of which is good, but we'll deal with that later. Kill this shit kicker. So we just get rid of... Oh shit, I didn't grab the map fragment. Oh yeah, you'll find these throughout the game. Characters pulled by the trolls. Just hit one and it'll stop. So that we can get the reward. Grab the great axe. It's not really worth it, but it's not bad. Well, if you're strength build, it may be more worth it. Now, here's the Wayfight Ruins. Yeah, ignore that flower. Ignore the big flower. Although I will say fire is a good attack against them. They're weak to fire. The flowers are weak to fire. Well, those things are weak to fire this game. Oh shit, no. No? Fuck, I died. My fault. I play shittily and... Let's just do Steak America. Round 2. And since we have all of our flasks, it should be a lot easier. No. Out. Okay, yeah, I am bad at dodging, apparently. Okay, that was supposed to stance break him. There we go. Gotcha. Also, when you die, the time of day will change. Which is only important for if you're fighting bosses that only appear at night. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. Because you have to... It's mostly... Because it's annoying dying to a night boss and having to reset the clock to night. They fast time, set it to like nightfall if you want to fight night bosses, but there's like only one other night boss in Limgrave. Well, the non-Weeping Peninsula part. Yeah, Weeping Peninsula is Limgrave, so you can't get to the Round Table Hold via there. First, let's buy some magic.
Tarnished, are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Sellen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
I want to learn magic.
A yen for glintstone sorceries. I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will defy nature, with a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria as a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me?
Oof. Yeah.
Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
She does have a side quest, but that'll be for later. If I remember it. Now, you start out with Crystal, Pebble, and Arc as an astrologer. But let's just get our Pebble for now. You can find better spells that hit multiple enemies later on. It's just useful for, like, where we started. Now, you're going to want to unlock her and give her the scrolls. Because the only other person you can give the scrolls to is in Liurnia. And it's technically a dog. Well, actually a turtle, but... Let's get our vigor to 16. Give us some more wiggle room in terms of dying. But before we die... Now, the first scroll we're going to find is directly along this path. Ignore the wolves. But we are going to loot all these graves for consumable souls or runes. And go along this little path. So that way you can avoid all the bullshit. Thanks to Elden Ring stealth, you know, you have a variety of ways. Well, thanks to the game being open world, it gives you more ways to deal with shit than you otherwise have. I should have equipped Glintstone Arc. No, Crystal Pebble. Now we're gonna go over here to grab a Starlight Shard. Oh, Starlight Shards. Basically, consumable item that gives you FP for a brief period. Like 2 FP per second. Or I think it lasts for like 1 FP for 120 seconds. So you can restore your FP bar for like 2 minutes. Oh. It gives you 2 minutes of FP regen. Grab the mushrooms. Useful for making explosives. Let's equip their pants. Look better than before. Go, magic horse! Jump! And disappeared. There's the Royal House Scroll. One of 3 sorcery scrolls. Next one's not too far from Liurnia, the second area of the game. You get that scroll in the start. The last one's in Raya Lucaria, the second legacy dungeon of the game. Also, I love how the scrolls tell us what we're going to learn. Carrion Slicer is the most important thing you're going to buy from her. If you played Dark Souls 3 and knew what Fan Flashlight was, it's like that, but better. A lot of the sorceries in this game are more iterative of what Dark Souls 3 did. But there's some new shit on their own. It's not all just pew pew rock laser thing. Grab the butterflies. Kill. Okay, Kaisel swords are a hassle, especially on horseback. Okay, grab our gauntlets. And first, heavy thrusting sword. It's a new type of weapon that this game gives us. And frozen raisin. It lets you heal your horse buff for more. This doesn't work in every area, especially Legacy Dungeons. Unfortunately. Let's go to the next side of Grace. Just make things easier for us for now. Oh right, I said I was gonna end this once we get the second scroll. Oh, first scroll. I don't... Why did I say second?
Young, you are
Just
a
give it to
tadpole when
Sellen.
it comes to magic. Infantile. Without the legs to walk. So, to become a sorcerer, first, you must face your ignorance. Now,
So level up
shall
it.
we start learning?
And give you magic scrolls.
Is that a scroll? Takes me back to my academy days. Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
This can be used for stance breaking shit. And hitting invisible enemies. Well, let's just buy the slicer. Oh yeah, a tube is tied to memory stones. Key items that you find in certain areas and from defeating certain bosses. 2 which can be gained from bosses. But in Round Table Hold, you can buy one for like 3,000 runes. So let's put Glintstone Pebble in our slots, and there we go. Yep. We're going to get the map, and we'll end the episode there. Once we kill everything. Ish. Okay. Like taking candy from babies. No, you're not. And we're screwed now, maybe. Or maybe not. Oh shit. And I almost rolled into them. Oh no, 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 no. One more. That's right, I'm staying right over here. Come on, do something. So some things to note on the map. This is an Everjail. They contain bosses. Most of which are random mooks you'll find in Outside World. Usually later on from where you fight the Everjail enemies. This is a mine. Where you get your smithing stones and shit. In fact, it's your best resource for smithing stones. Right until you get smithing stone bell bearings. Those will allow you to purchase infinite smithing stones. Well, they'll allow you to have like almost 2,000 smithing stones. 999 on hand and 999 in the treasure chest. Next episode we'll go here because this will take us to a later game area where we can get a sorcery and a staff. For Everjail. Weeping Peninsula, which you'll want to explore. Because there's like 3 churches with sacred tears in them. So that way you can get your flask +4. And it's as high as it will go before like Liurnia. Unless you decide to explore Kaelin and get the sacred tear there. Also on the beach you'll find a cave. That's for a quest line. It also leads you here. This is for dragon incantation builds. But yeah, next episode we'll probably have us going here. In the mine shaft. And getting the Flask of Wondrous Physic. Maybe we'll start Weeping Peninsula next episode. Well, towards the end of next episode. But for now, let's just go back to the site of grace and rest. Do-do-do-do. Alright, that's it. See you all next time.